Greetings students. Today we are going to learn about one of USA's leading coffee company, Starbucks. Most of us at least once must have heard the name of the company Starbucks. Let us know this company in a much better way. Starbucks Corporation is an American global coffee company and coffee house chain based in Seattle, Washington. Starbucks is the largest coffee house company in the world with 20,891 stores in 62 countries, including 13,279 in the United States, 1,324 in Canada, 989 in Japan, 851 in the People's Republic of China, 806 in the United Kingdom, 556 in South Korea, 377 in Mexico, 291 in Taiwan, 206 in the Philippines, 179 in Turkey, 171 in Thailand, and 167 in Germany. In addition, Starbucks is an active member of the World Cocoa Foundation. Starbucks locations serve hot and cold beverages, whole bean coffee, microground instant coffee, full leaf teas, pastries, and snacks. Most stores also sell packaged food items, hot and cold sandwiches, and items such as mugs and tumblers. Starbucks Evenings location also offers a variety of beers, wines, and appetizers after 4 p.m. From Starbucks' founding in 1971 as a Seattle coffee bean roaster and retailer, the company has expanded rapidly. Since 1987, Starbucks has opened on average 2 new stores every day. Starbucks had been profitable as a local company in Seattle in the early 1980s, but lost money on its late 1980s expansion into the Midwest in British Columbia. Its fortune did not reverse until 1990 when it registered a small profit.
No company is immune from the impact of the recession, not even the one-time darling of Wall Street, Starbucks.
After 37 years of growth, Starbucks is struggling to put the mo back in its Joe.
The #1 threat facing America, Starbucks.
Going for a cup of coffee and they want you to buy a sandwich and a book and a DVD.
In a memo to his top executives, Howard Schultz admitted changes have led to a dilution of the experience and a loss of the romance and theater of Starbucks, opening the door to competitors. This must be eradicated.
Yesterday, it was concluded that I would be coming back as Chief Executive Officer. I can see the light. I know what we have to do. We have to show up. We have to do the work. And what doing the work means is that we have to find answers to tough problems. I apologize if anyone in this room feels that we have fractured the culture and values of the company by what has happened over the last few weeks. It's a decision that we had to make. Together, we have to turn this page. We have to go forward. We want to go back to what we really stand for, and we want to provide our customers and our people a sense of pride and confidence in the authenticity of the Starbucks experience.
We have a lot of work to do, but our research tells us we're making real progress on every measure of customer satisfaction.
There'll be more stores in the next year that'll be very, very different, but much more exciting and obviously much more relevant than the stores we built 10 years ago. Starbucks' best days, I truly believe, are in front of us. We have some of the finest people in the world serving our coffee in our stores. We are ethically sourcing the highest quality coffee in the world. I know that to be true. We have built one of the most recognized and respected brands in the world. And I believe sincerely in the future of our company because I believe in all of you.
The first Starbucks opened in Seattle, Washington on March 30, 1971 by 3 partners who met while students at the University of San Francisco, English teacher Jerry Baldwin, history teacher Jeff Seald, and writer Gordon Bowker. The 3 were inspired to sell high-quality coffee beans and equipment by coffee roasting entrepreneur Alfred Peet after he taught them his style of roasting beans. Originally, the company was to be called Piggood after a whaling ship from Moby Dick, but this name was rejected by some of the co-founders. The company was instead named after the chief mate on the Piggood, Starbuck. On November 14, 2012, Starbucks announced the purchase of Teavana for US $620 million in cash, and the deal was formally closed on December 31, 2012. On February 1, 2013, Starbucks opened its first store in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and this was followed by an announcement in late August 2013 that the retailer will be opening its inaugural store in Colombia. The Colombian announcement was delivered at a press conference in Bogota, where the company's CEO explained, "Starbucks has always admired and respected Colombia's distinguished coffee tradition." Starbucks chairman and founder Howard Schultz has talked about making sure growth does not dilute the company's culture and the common goals of the company's leadership to act like a small company. In January 2008, Schultz resumed his roles as president and CEO after an 8-year hiatus, replacing Jim Donald, who took the post in 2005 but was asked to step down after sales slowed in 2007. Schultz aims to restore what he calls the distinctive Starbucks experience in the face of rapid expansion. Analysts believe that Schultz must determine how to contend with higher materials prices and enhance competition from lower-priced fast food chains including McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts. Starbucks is primarily known for selling coffee, but also sells other hot and cold beverages, pastries, sandwiches, and other snacks. A skinny line of drinks rolled out in 2008 offering lower calorie and sugar-free versions of the company's offered drinks which use skim milk and can be sweetened by a choice of natural sweetener such as sugar in the raw, agave syrup or honey, artificial sweetener such as Sweet and Low, Splenda, Equal, or one of the company's sugar-free syrup flavors. Starbucks stopped using milk originated from RBG age-treated cows in 2007. In June 2009, the company announced that it would be overhauling its menu and selling salads and baked goods without high fructose, corn syrup, or artificial ingredients. This move was expected to attract health and cost-conscious consumers and will not affect prices. In 2008, Starbucks continued its expansion, settling in Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, and Portugal. European and Scandinavian expansion continued in 2009 with Poland, April, Utrecht, Netherlands, August, and Sweden at Arlanda Airport outside Stockholm, October. In 2010, the growth in new markets continued. In May 2010, Southern Sun Hotels South Africa announced that they had signed an agreement with Starbucks that would enable them to brew Starbucks coffees in select Southern Sun and Songa Sun hotels in South Africa. The agreement was partially reached in order for Starbucks coffees to be served in the country in time for the commencement of the 2010 FIFA World Cup hosted by South Africa. In June 2010, Starbucks opened its first store in Budapest, Hungary, and in November, the company opened the first Central American store in El Salvador capital, San Salvador. Starbucks has used to expand and maintain their dominant market position, including buying out competitors' leases, intentionally operating at a loss, and clustering several locations in a small geographical area that is saturating the market have been labeled anti-competitive by critics. For example, Starbucks fueled its initial expansion into the UK market with a buyout of Seattle Coffee Company, but then used its capital and influence to obtain prime location, some of which operated at a financial loss. Critics claim this was an unfair attempt to drive out small independent competitors who could not afford to pay inflated prices for premium real estate. While relations with independent coffee house chains have been strained, some owners have credited Starbucks with educating customers on coffee. So students, we got to know about the various aspects of Starbucks. We went through the company's history to its present market scenario. Hope the information about the company was useful. Have a nice day. Goodbye.